Welcome back to the journey of Team 27. I'm Scott Hall. After 4 weeks on the road and 18 games played on someone else's field, we have finally made it to that moment in the season that the whole team looks forward to, the home opener. And the opponent for this great day, an old foe from back in the days of the Mid-American Conference, the Akron Zips. Now I am sitting beyond the fence in left field, a great spot to catch MUSB in action that is commonly referred to around here as Gaff Land, because this is the location where young Gaffney Courier has chased down so many Marshall home runs over the past few years. And this day, with a doubleheader, was no different. The Herd was coming off a big weekend with a team record 15 home runs over 5 games. Team 27 was all fired up and ready to play in front of the home crowd at Dot Hicks Field, and they did not disappoint the Herd faithful. Marshall smacked 5 more home runs, with 4 coming over here to Gaff Land. The 5th, a missile from Rachel Rousseau, went to straightaway center. Now there was one monster homer to left, however, from Maya Stevenson, that if it wasn't for the big old building behind the railroad tracks, I have no idea how far Gaff would have needed to go run that one down. The Herd put on a show, finally at home, along the journey of Team 27. As Marshall finally stepped on its home turf at Dot Hicks Field, the Herd fans were eager to see in person what they had been watching through the first 4 weeks. Game 1 of the doubleheader got rolling with 3 strikeouts in the first 2 innings from Laney Jones. The offense stalled in the first, but after Katie Adams ripped a double in the second, the home run chain made its presence known as Haley Christopher, the hometown girl, cranked one out in her first at-bat.
Drives that over to left and it's gone! Haley Christopher goes yard. The 5th home run of the year, and it's a 2-run home run.
After Akron hit a solo homer, Jones responded well.
Payoff pitch on the way, swung on and missed by DeVoe. Jones with 5 Ks now.
Marshall put the lead back to 2 in the 4th. Adams hit her second double of the game, and then Caitlin Myers came in to run for Adams. After a walk to Christopher, Grace Chelman came through.
Smack that one up the middle, past the outstretched glove there of the second baseman. That'll bring home Myers, who slides in. A 3-1 lead for Marshall.
In the bottom of the 5th, Maya Stevenson blasted one out beyond Gaff Land.
Stevenson gets a piece of that, and more like gets all of it. That one is gone. Maya Stevenson goes yard again. Stevenson now with her 9th homer of the year, and it's a solo shot. 4-1 Marshall lead.
It was such a big blast that it got quite a reaction from Director of Operations Maddie Marshall out in center.
Oh boy. See you later, alligator. Holy shnikes. Maya! Maya! Oh my God!
WSAZ's Jim Tracy got a great shot of the ball, just missing the roof of the warehouse. It was Stevenson's 29th career homer, tied for 4th all-time in Herd history. Marshall scored 2 more in the inning when Chelman drove in Rachel Rousseau and Adams. The Herd led 6-1. The Zips scored twice in the top of the 6th, but some great defense ended the inning.
That'll bring home another, as DeVoe now caught in a rundown. And she's tagged out by Harrell at first.
Marshall responded as the home run chain made his 3rd appearance of the day, this time for Sierra Huerta.
She gets a piece of that, drives it to left, and that one is gone. A solo shot for Sierra Huerta.
Following the blast, Stevenson was walked and then got to race around the bases on a hard rip from Sage Pye.
Belts that one into shallow right. It stays fair. Stevenson is going to come around to score. They wave her home. They send Pye to third. And she is in safely. An RBI triple as the lead grows again.
With a 5-run lead, the defense shut the door.
And that one right over the glove of Jones, but Huerta will throw her out at first. A great throw by Sierra Huerta. Swing and a miss, and that is your ball game. Laney Jones with 7 Ks.
The Herd took game 1, and they were ready to take game 2, as the bats started banging right from the start.
Harrell taking that one deep to left, and it's gone. Allie Harrell. A leadoff home run. Harrell goes yard again for the 5th time this season.
Ashley Blesson and the Herd defense came out strong and put the clamp down on the Zips. The offense got in gear again in the 3rd.
Pye gets a piece of that and rips it into the gap in right center. Takes a hop at the wall. Pye is going to try for 2, and she's in safely as the throw gets away from the second baseman. Rousseau drills that toward the gap, and it takes a hop right in front of the right fielder. Stevens couldn't get to it in time, and Pye comes home.
Later in the inning, Marshall scored again to lead 3-0 when Christopher drove in Rousseau. Blesson and the defense kept up the great play, continuing to shut down Akron.
Blesson delivers a swing and a miss there from Malik as she goes down. A piece of that drives it over to left, and Rousseau on the move makes the snag.
The Herd's 5th and final homer of the day came in the 4th after Harrell got plunked. And Stevenson was walked. Rousseau drilled one out to center.
Rousseau taking that one deep, and that's over the wall, and it's gone. Rachel Rousseau, goodbye. Hello, 2nd homer of the year.
In the top of the 5th, Blesson and the defense sent the Zips back to the dugout in order. It put the finishing touches on Marshall's 3rd shutout of the year, as the offense took care of business in the bottom of the inning to end the game early. Chelman led off with a walk, followed by a base hit from Armani Brown. And then Harrell drove in Chelman.
Harrell smacks that through the gap, just gets past the first baseman. One will come home.
To push the lead to 7. Things then unraveled even further for the Zips.
Huerta gets plunked, and so that will load the bases again for the Thundering Herd. Payoff pitch on the way, outside, misses, and that's exactly what they do. They walk in the 8th run of the game.
Marshall combined for 16 runs and allowed just 3 as Team 27 finally played in front of the home crowd. The Herd had another chance to play at Dot Hicks Field in just a couple days, as Bucknell and Rutgers were next on the journey of Team 27.